watch the number of other YouTubers sharing like a life update, they have really big changes in their life, but my own is minimal. It's small, but I'll still share it with you. We talk about coming to do your master's, talk about getting a scholarship, but I think people don't really talk about when you have to do the research. So the first 3 semesters, all fun and games. Well, it was not all fun and games. It was quite challenging, but of course, you know your girl, we are sharks. We got brain. But yeah, so the first, second, and third semester, as you already know, my first semester was in Portugal, my second semester was in Greece, and my third semester was in Rome, Italy. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just giving you a rundown of the whole program. Like I'm giving you review of the program. So the first semester was very, very, very challenging because that's like an introduction. We come from different parts of the world, from different educational systems. What we are used to becomes really different in the first semester. And so depending on where country you go to and the way they do education, you might fall off the wagon once in a while. But you just have to find a way to find like some stability or find a way to manage this new system you are in. So I think Portugal was quite nice, and of course the country was warm. It was not so cold. Like since I came to Europe, I've not gone to a place where like it has been snowing, so I've not been really cold. But even though upon still it still gets a bit cold, but when we came in September 2021, it was not so cold. It was okay. I was managing. Then we finished our first semester. Had to do the second semester in Greece. Well, Greece was laid back. Everything was cool. We had our classes. Not as hectic as it was in Portugal, because as I said, it's an introduction to the program, and as somebody coming from the arts, it was very vigorous for me because we were being taught like basics in chemistry, basics in science in general, so that we could better understand what the program would be, and then it was easy from there on. So yeah, Greece was cool. Then Rome was wonderful. I think my favorite course, bioarchaeology, was in Rome, and so I really enjoyed it. We did practicals, we did presentations. Practicals were like the skeletal remains, like real skeletal remains. If you are on like my WhatsApp status, also I'm talking about people who know me, so I was posting a lot of pictures of me holding skeletons and things. So yeah, that was Greece. Greece was beautiful. Rome. That was Rome. Rome was so beautiful, and we got to do a lot of like presentations, and yeah, I think under Roman archaeology we actually went around some of the ruins, or let's say the archaeological sites that were open for like tourists to visit, like the Colosseum, the Roman Forum, Jetco Massimo, went around the Pantheon. I think a number of temples stood around there. I personally, with a few of my friends, went to the Vatican City. I think I posted that video last year. It was for Christmas, yeah. So we visited that, but then I actually did my presentation on the Roman Forum. My classmates, some of them did Colosseum, some did Arc of Titus and all of that. So it was very fun in Rome. And then in that same room, I decided to stay and do my master's thesis. You see, earlier I was talking about the master's thesis. People don't really talk about the fact that, oh, you come and do your program. It's not.
Yes, we're traveling, you go here. But the main thing is your thesis.
You have to dedicate your time. So all this time they have not been coming to have a conversation with you, I was hot. You have to do your own sampling. You do your own analysis. You prepare your samples. you send them for analysis in some cases. Because for me, I was working with human bones and I needed to do some analysis. I was studying paleo diets, so I wanted to know what type of food was available for the population I was studying. And so I had to extract some portions of their bones, subject them to certain chemical treatments to extract collagen. I don't want to go very technical because it will like you guys be confused, but yes, I had to extract collagen and then I had to prepare it in like 10 capsules, send them for analysis in a scientific lab. It was in the UK, and then my results came. I had to now understand. They give you like a spreadsheet of numbers. You have to find a way to understand and place everybody on a scatter plot, and then you'll be able to understand, oh, this person was eating this, or this person was eating that. It's not that simple, but what I can say is you are what you eat. So whatever you eat would be recorded in your tissues and your bones. So that is like basically the gist of my thesis. But then the process is not as fast as I've just narrated it. So easy. No, you have to do a lot of reading, you have to do a lot of work, you have to do a lot of lab work, you have to do a lot of writing because you are writing your master's thesis and you are doing it on your own. So yeah, that is why I have not been around. I know I've been talking plenty. I've been talking plenty, but yes, that is generally why I've not really been up on here sharing a lot of the tips and tricks that I have for you. So but now I finished. So oh yeah, I didn't say. Yeah, so I've graduated. Oh, I graduated December. Let me show you the video. Allows us to identify or understand chemical signatures that can be found in different types of food. And so, of course, when humans consume or animals consume anything or food, of course, metabolic processes and other biological processes cause what we call fractionation, which essentially is the enrichment of the delta values of nitrogen 50 and carbon 30.
Very interesting thesis. Very interesting thesis. Well structured, well written, easy to read, with very interesting but also cautious interpretation. So I spent a very good moment during the weekend by reading this thesis. So congratulations to you and all the team of supervisors helping you in the different steps of your analysis. I have some...
Last is the final exam. And you got the following marks. Where is it? 19 out of 20 in Portuguese. 10 out of 10 in Greek. It's 30 out of 30 in Italian grades. So by the authority provided to me by the rectors of the National Consortium, I declare you graduated in the joint master in archaeological material sciences. And congratulations.
Yes, so I had to do a presentation of my work. I needed to convince a jury that my work has integrity, my work was good. I was assigned an opponent, so a lecturer that is like really well versed in this topic that I was working on. He read my thesis and then he came and then we had like a debate, sort of. He asked you questions because he's an opponent, so you're supposed to like see through the mistakes you have done. It was very interesting. I was so scared for that moment because you have done your work, but maybe the opponent might find something wrong somewhere that maybe you skipped because, or maybe you did not see because everything else is confusing. But yes, it was scary. I will not lie, it was really scary. But I think when you have like confidence in your work and you know that you've done a very good job, you can really defend yourself, because that's also what helped me during my thing. And also, yes, you have to really communicate every single thing with your supervisor. If you have any challenge, you let them know. If you are finding it difficult, try and request more meeting times with them. My supervisors were awesome. One thing that I was considering, or still considering, is maybe volunteering with European Solidarity Corps. as some time, or maybe for some time, maybe before I go back to Ghana. I'm not too sure, but yes, it's one of the plans that I have. Also, I don't know if I should tell you. Should I tell you? Well, I've actually for some time been planning on working on a handbook or like a guide on how to win a scholarship from my perspective. I know there are a number of them out there, but if you want to get my perspective on how to win the scholarship, some people may not want to watch the videos or may not get enough information from the videos, and I cannot really maybe talk at length when it comes to me making videos because of the time constraints, and I don't want the video to be too long and boring. So I'm planning on, hopefully I'm able to do it, but I'm planning on making a guide or something like that where I can really share through writing, of course, my thoughts on how to win a scholarship, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and all of that. So yes, that is in the offing, and I'm hopeful that this year I will do it. I'm hopeful that this year, maybe if I put pressure on myself, I'll be able to do it. But yes, just know that it's coming, so expect it. Just expect it. So yes, this is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening to me, giving me your time and listening attentively and understanding everything I said. Thank you so much for your support so far, but I really appreciate if you have not subscribed, you do subscribe to the channel, because it really helps me and pushes me so that more people can see me and then they are able to benefit from the content that I'm presenting. So yeah, thank you so much for sticking and staying, and I wanted to just say I've missed you all this year. I'm gonna come on more on the channel and bring more content for you. So yes, that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you again. And subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, say something. If you've missed me, say it, ask me. And also please, if you have specific questions that you want me to answer in regards to scholarship questions, I'm gathering the ones that I've seen on the channel already, from previous comments. But for this particular video, you can leave the comments, your questions as comments in the comment section. I'm going to gather them all and I'm going to address them all, okay? For one of my subsequent videos, I'm going to take each and everybody's question, give you a shout out and answer your question for you, okay? So just watch this space, and I love you so much. Take care.